they say there's no place like home for the holidays. But I swear, the winter's been getting colder every year. It felt like I'd been alone for decades, and Christmas just came annually to rub it in. Of course, maybe it was better that way. But this year, there weren't Christmas grams showing up on my doorstep. Nope. Instead, I found myself with a letter from the big man himself. Now, this was wrong for two reasons. One, it was only 2 weeks out till Christmas. You'd think the man had more on his plate. And two, well, by this point, I'd been out of the game for years.
This stop, 34th Street. This stop, 34th, thank you.
You know what? Here's a tip, pal. Just for you.
Oh, gee, thanks, mister. And, Merry Christmas.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, well, hello, little boy. Have you come to give Santa a wish?
Hey, pal.
And what might you like this year?
Well, you see...
How about
Listen, Lollipop,
a nice football? Surely I
Can it, Ming Ming? Alright, cool your lid, Kev. Let's take this to the back. So, you got a little present, eh? You bet I did. And here I was thinking that it was old Nicky who was the one supposed to be receiving a letter. Aw, was there something you wanted? I mean, I have been a good boy, haven't I? Well, that's just the issue, buddy. You have been for the past few years. But tell me, what have you been getting recently? Well, coal. But I mean, come on, I haven't been no saint now. Maybe, but your crooked little sins ain't worth a nickel compared to most of the lowlifes out there. Then what's with these coal bits? I ain't been getting that much of this stuff. Oh, but I think you've been getting the most out of anyone. Punching a dolphin. Starting to celebrate next year's Halloween in December. Getting the lyrics of Jingle Bells wrong every time without fail. The list goes on. Do these sound familiar? I might have seen a guy do a couple of those. Now, don't you play dumb with me, Gumshoe. This ain't no coincidence. You know what ticks the boss off. What gets you sent straight to the bottom of the barrel. And you know what you're doing, and you're swimming in coal. Easy, pal. So, I may have been using a few tricks from back in the day. What's it to you? It's only coal. Then why have you been rigging the game for years, huh? Well, I could ask you the same question, buddy. Listen, wise guy. You got 3 days to be in the coal mines repaying your filthy riches, or else you'll be dead as a doornail faster than you can say turtle dove.
All right, geez, shout it to the chimneys, why don't you?
And just like that, it became clear that this was much more than paint cans and feathers. Dang, I'd been out of work for just a few years, and I'd already gone this soft. And know what? No, I deserved that dough. And I wasn't about to let this South Pole short stack push me around. Surely I still had my groove. Well, in a grasp at my dignity, it turns out I'd been knocked out ice cold by the oldest trick in the book. Where had I gone wrong? Jipping a bit of coal from the windbag was only so I could pay rent selling it in the 30s. Man, I really had gone soft. Things used to be raindrops and roses. Catching crooks on Mondays and hot chocolates in the speakeasy on Fridays. Now I'm sitting on dynamite. Jeez, where did things get so dang complicated?
Well, if it ain't the old Jasper himself.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, one rabbit's foot on the rocks, coming right up. Hey, what's got you into the sleigh bell blues, buddy? Jimmy, I'm unhappy in a million ways. Oh, the bar's open for a reason, isn't it? Well, you got a point, pal. I just been out of things for so long, but I still can't seem to shake all these crooks off of me. I got bees pestering me after all these years. Thanks. Meanwhile, the queen's sitting back and sipping milk out of wine glasses. Jeez. Well, you aren't wrong about problems there, Flatfoot. Give it another ring of the bell and you'll be hanging ornaments with the angels. Sheesh, Jimbo. I said on the rocks, not chilled like a Yeti. Yeah, sorry, pal. It's like an icebox in here. Prices nowadays can't even afford to stock the furnace over 45 degrees. Anyways, I'll say this. When I'm cutting a Christmas tree down for the home, I don't cut it down by the needle. If I do that, then I just get sap all over the place. Nope, I cut the thing down, right at its stem. You know, Jimmy, I think you've just helped me a lot more than you think. Thanks for the drink. Really? Well, no problem, buddy. Hey, Merry Christmas, by the way. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Jimbo. Yep, that was Jimmy. He made me realize that things weren't all packages, boxes, and bags up north. And unless I wanted to be pushing with the roses, I'd need to cut this Struss game of shepherds off at its source. Furthermore, he gave me quite the hot tip on today's coal economy, whether he meant to or not. He also gave me the insight to look into the pumpkin business. Turns out it's doing pretty good this December. Psst. Hey, short stack.
Huh?
Oh, ho, ho. Like chestnuts on an open fire. Anyways. Now that's the ticket. And now, as for you... Now, on to greater matters. Hey, you Kringle. Well, color me green and call me a Grinch. How are you, Robo? Cut the small talk clause. Let me give it to you flat. It's over. You're out of an operation. Ho, don't make me laugh. You let Ming Ming knock your stars out, right? That sure is big talk coming from a hypocrite. You sent a little rat to my mailbox. What's stopping you from taking every mining business in town, making billions off of a monopoly? You got a frosty mouth there, detective. Be a shame if it was frozen. Cracked the walnut right to the center then, huh? Well, you Lugans can peek out now. I learned from my mistakes. Smart guy, huh? Well, you still owe us dough, detective. Big dough. Coal, to be specific. Hey! Easy there, short stack. You'll shoot your eye out. Besides, you might want to keep me around a little while longer. Really, Buster? Well, tell me then, what's keeping me from pumping your guts full of lead? Well, given that this is the only source of coal in the North Pole, obviously. Well, I've rigged the entrance to your precious coal with the worst thing I can fathom. You wouldn't dare. The whole place is covered in Halloween decorations. No. Especially 10 months early. Not a single one of you Christmas folk can go near the mines now. Not even you. You're really that determined to let the crooks and criminals go unpunished? You might just try giving them nothing. Just means more circulation for the old Jimbo to power his par. And, well, less for me, of course. Well, how humble, Robo. Frost him. Aw, come on, Bus. You son of a nut. Forget it. There's no place like home for the holidays. You know what? I believe that. It didn't matter how long it'd been since I cracked the case. Things would still follow me. So, if I'm gonna have to roll back into the crime game again, I might as well cozy up at home on the off days. After all, it's Christmas, and I ain't learning jingle bells anytime sooner.